Well, there's a lot of great defensive teams in the Big East, so I think having seen that, it certainly prepares us for what's ahead on Thursday. They may be as good a defensive team as we've played all year. I think the numbers prove that. Really hard to score, very disciplined in what they do. Great job protecting the rim. So that's going to be our challenge. Number one, you got to defend them, but number two, you have to figure out a way to score. And we've been in some wrestling matches this year. We're about to enter another one Thursday. I hope we are. I hope we are Thursday. We're going to need to be. And defense travels. I saw a statistic going into the Nova game that our defense since Christmas time was the 10th best in the country, and their offense since Christmas time was the 6th best in the country in terms of efficiency. So, our defense was able to do it against a really good offensive team until Gillespie stepped up late in that game. Our defense is going to have to be on point because it's going to be a grinded-out game. Well, I remember, obviously, he was terrific when he was young, and then he had the significant leg injury. We played against him, I don't know how many years it's been now, down in Las Vegas when they beat us in a tournament there. So it's hard to believe he's still around. But obviously, he's strong, he's athletic, plays a great energy role for them off the bench. And, has been a guy they've looked to go to late in games. I've watched some of the close games that they played during conference play, and, he's certainly someone that Coach Dutcher's relying on. Well, we'd prefer to be a pretty offensive team, but it requires shots going in. And, even though we haven't shot the ball as well this year, I think we're still third in the league in three-point shots attempted. So we didn't really move away from who we are. We just didn't make as many. And then, obviously, our pace has taken a hit with Nembhard's injury because we just don't have the depth to play the way that we'd like to play. But you try to figure out the best way to win, and defense has given us the opportunity to do that the last 6 weeks.
What does it say about the player in person, the way that he's adjusted to every different role he's asked to play this season?
We'd have been done without him. We wouldn't be standing here talking. I'd be making the turn right now somewhere probably. So he's a combination. Number one, you can tell he's a coach's kid because he gets it. And number two, you can tell he's got a very high basketball IQ because everything that was thrown at him virtually every night, he's handled it without any speed bumps. There really hasn't been a game that you've looked out there and said, Trey's really trying to adjust to what's going on. If we've had problems, it usually hasn't been him. So I couldn't be more proud of him. I know his family's really proud of him. He stepped into a difficult situation and has done an awesome job. And it's really exciting. You hate to look forward when you're still in the middle of it. But this experience is going to pay dividends, huge dividends for him down the road, having to play this role.
Two more, Coach.
You just said that.
Yeah, he's done a great job, and then our secondary ball handlers have done a good job as well. Alex has taken pretty good care of the basketball, and Hawk's done a good job. Rocky's coming off the bench. Art has to handle the ball a little bit more than he did before. So it'll be tested on Thursday because they are as physical and as disciplined as any team we play.
The attitude. You got through Selection Sunday. Now it's going to work time. Seems like there's an extra duty up with these guys. Not only you going to dance, the dance is kind of getting back to.
Yeah, I think number one, they finally got some sleep last night, so they probably feel better in that regard. At least they did. I didn't, but they did. But I think they're just excited to be part of the tournament. It was probably unexpected with this group, even if you go back 6 or 7 weeks ago. So the way we finished, obviously they deserve it because they've played some great basketball. But we'll be pretty careful with them today. We had a lot of guys log serious minutes, 3 days in a row. So today's going to be more of a walkthrough, and then more of a mental practice, and then we'll get to work tomorrow on San Diego State.